Hello. I know that's awkward for people that watch this back. See if anyone joins. Oh, we got people. Hey guys, I told you I'd be back if you watched my earlier quick live stream. I was like, I'll be back later. This little glare of light is really bothering me. Hello. Hi, Steve. And we're back. Yeah, that was really quick. That was actually a lot quicker than what I thought. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock came back really fast. Hi, Steve. I'll wait just a minute and then we'll get started. How is everyone? I hope you're doing fabulous. What a crazy week. I didn't even mean to focus on Los Angeles this week. You're on time, maybe a minute late. Darn, I might be a minute late. Notifications are getting better in my... Oh, cool. Okay. Sarah, I missed your other live. Glenn, I think it was only about 11 minutes. I actually made that more as a playback video. And we're back. Hi, Danielle. Yeah, we're back. We're doing live. We're back. Yeah, the first one was, that was intended to be more of a playback video. Oh, I need to link that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, we'll get started. I'm just going to wait a second for people to... Hi, Zombie. I'm just going to wait a second for people to pop in. I was doing a class of 1982 40th reunion. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I knew they did 10-year reunions. I didn't know they did 40-year reunions. Chilly. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to put a link that I told... Here we go. I'm putting a link under my last live. I'm just waiting a second, see who pops in. And then we'll get started. Los Angeles has had a really bad week. I didn't even mean to talk about LA a lot, but they have had a bad week. A really bad week. Hi, Matt. You're welcome, Glenn. No, I didn't. I had no idea they had... That's pretty cool. Okay, there it is. Oh, that was a 24-minute live. Wow. I didn't realize it was that long. Okay, I'm waiting just another minute and I'll get started. We'll see if people pop in. So we were talking, the live I did earlier, I recently watched a YouTube video of the train robberies, wild stuff. It's out of control. It looks like a third world country. It really does. And I have more information on this this train, Union Pacific. They're pretty based. They know what's up. Hello, Internet. Hi, Jack. Hi, John Sua. I'm getting some sick feeling as to what happened. Oh, Kate. Hold on, I got this really funny here. So YouTube, before we stay, comments are really funny. By the way, I'm still working on. Before we get started, I'm still working on how I'm formatting my channel and everything. So I'm sorry if it's inconsistent. I've been getting traction I like doing lives more than I like making videos, although I want to get back to making videos. It's just harder with the situation I'm in right now. I'm going to be moving within the next 2 months. And so I'll have much faster internet so I can start making videos a lot more than what I used to. So right now lives are just easier for me because of where I am. And that's Nancy's son-in-law, Newsom leadership state. It is. And he is like, Gavin Newsom is like American Psycho. He reminds me of that. I need to rewatch that movie because the guy in American Psycho is Gavin Newsom. So I've been working on how I'm formatting my channel. Anyway, what kind of loot are they getting off the trains? I think what they're doing is, well, I'll get to that in a second. I'll remember that question. Here in Sacramento, we can't stand him. I saw my fishing lure in that pile. So you saw the video that went viral. Someone just said, yeah, there were fishing lures, there were COVID tests, there were all kinds of stuff. It's so sad. Oh, but anyway, so I put out shorts, and to me, shorts are just like, it's kind of like a promotion thing. It's like a way to get like just a little burst of information out quickly. But I get a lot more traction because of those, and I get funny people on my channel. And YouTube comments are just hilarious. Someone commented on the live that I just did. Aren't shorts cut pants? They are cut pants. That explosive podcast was one. Wait, which podcast? Listen to this comment, though. Hold on. Everyone's a comedian in the comments. No, but some people, it's just wild. No, this person said, okay, I won't read the first half. So they were basically saying, I like your channel. I met your grandmother. Wait. Okay, sorry. You guys, I read the comments and then I get sidetracked. I need to get my ADD under control. Okay. So no, this comment says, I don't know how to read the first part of this because it's very specific to the video. It said, I was talking about something specific, and it said, oh, okay, here's the second half. This is what you'll understand. It says, I like this channel, but the GOP delusions are unfortunate. On the other hand, the channel would get disappeared if she got too truthful. That's how crazy people are. I don't even know what that means. Okay. I don't pay much attention to negative comments. I just happened to look at that, and that was interesting. And I'm actually lucky. I don't get that many negative comments. Yes, well educated. So look this up. There is a music festival happening in Daytona Beach, Florida, and it's called Rockville. It's 4 or 5 days long. The lineup is pretty insane. I love those people. They make me feel smart. Yeah, I don't even know what that person was trying to communicate. So anyway, let's talk about this train. Let's talk about this train situation. And now my equipment is about to die. Rockville is amazing. It looks amazing. I want to go. And I don't like to go in public places that often. I would venture out in public to go to Rockville. That looks really cool. So anyway, this train situation in Los Angeles, this has been happening actually for months. It just got some traction because of a few viral videos. Our local news station a few months back in Los Angeles went to the train tracks, and they were finding... So basically what's happening, there's this section of the train tracks where looters are just going and robbing these train containers. That's what they call the the train cars, they call them containers. So they're basically just going and robbing these containers, and they're pulling out the packages, and I guess they're sifting through them and leaving the stuff they don't want and then just taking what they do. Union Pacific, it's the owner of all of these train cars. So they're saying they're having up to 90 packages stolen a day, but that's not just what they're having stolen. There's packages being taken out of the cars and then just discarded. And it's everything from EpiPens. Someone said fishing lures. Yes, fishing lures. There was a baby seat, like a car seat for a baby. There was a plaque for a fireman who had 20 years being a fireman. Just like all kinds of crazy stuff. And what you have to understand is not only are people just not getting their packages, okay, not a big deal. Democrats think, if they think looting is not a big deal. But we're in a supply chain issue right now when rock and roll was still real. That's what Ron J said. But anywho, Union Pacific, you're seeing these images, and you're seeing images, if you haven't seen them, just look it up, of Los Angeles, and it's of the train tracks, and it looks like a third world country. There are just packages and just debris everywhere. Oh yeah, someone said they have insurance. That's the typical argument. Oh, they have insurance. No, in Union Pacific, they actually have their own security that can take care of these things. But they even said they're having to spend $5 million extra because of this. They have employees that don't feel safe, and they have to get more security and more surveillance to be able to curtail this issue because it's so bad. But yeah, we're in a huge supply chain issue right now. Anyway, Union Pacific is based, and they know what's up, and they know why this is happening and why it's so bad. But yeah, the images, they look, it's unbelievable that this is in Los Angeles, one of the biggest cities in the United States of America. Absolutely unbelievable. They wrote a scathing letter to the district attorney, George Gascon, because what they say, what's happening is we're spending all this money, and when we do catch these people, when we do arrest them, they're being let out within 24 hours because of zero cash bail and because they're not being prosecuted, and then they're offending again, and then they're just coming back and doing all of this again. So even when they are arrested, they're just coming back and doing the same thing all over again. And they called out Gascon. Gascon's office responded. They wrote this letter on December 20th. His office responded, and they were just like, we'll have this conversation in the future. My favorite meme about this whole situation was a picture of all the debris. And it said, the only thing that is more LA than the fact that this is happening is the fact that no one is cleaning this up. They haven't even cleaned it up. But update, LA has started cleaning this up. But other update, before they started cleaning this up, a train, a Union Pacific train in this same area derailed, and 17 containers, that's what they call like the little cars, 17 containers derailed. And we don't know exactly why the train derailed, but it might be because there is an insane amount of debris on the train tracks. I mean, one would have to guess. But here, this is what some of what they said in the letter. The freight hauling company called upon Gascon in its December 20th letter to take immediate action to the spiraling crisis of organized, opportunistic, criminal rail theft that is impacting our employees, customers, and supply chain industry. During the past 3 months, more than 90 packages have been compromised each day by criminals vandalizing our trains. The crime wave has cost the company about $5 million during the past year. Despite the arrests made by its officers and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, UP, Union Pacific, said that it has not been contacted for any court proceedings. So when you work with a DA, usually they will contact you. They'll let you know what's going on with the accused person because you are the victim, but they haven't been contacted at all. which goes in line of what we already know about George Gascon's office. They don't contact victims. They don't care about victims. They only care about the criminals, which, by the way, George Gascon is being sued. I can't remember who is suing him, but he is being sued because he is hiring public defenders to work in his prosecutor's office. And they're saying these people aren't qualified to work in the prosecutor's office. It was low speed derailment. Oh, it was. Interesting. So company spokeswoman said officials are now considering diverting trains to avoid passing through Los Angeles County. But that's another question. Could they, and clearly we don't know. I am speculating, but I mean, we obviously don't know. Could they been have going super slow because of what they were going through? That's a question. I mean, we don't know. I have been with Union Pacific for 16 years and I have never, ever seen this situation to this degree. We're making arrests, but what our officers are seeing on the ground is that people are basically being arrested. There is no bail. They come out the next day and come back to rob our trains. The Union Pacific's chief is meeting with the Los Angeles Police Department this week to discuss the issue. Gascon's office did not respond. Of course. Although it did provide a statement. So this is the statement that Gascon's office gave. Our office is committed to working with law enforcement to ensure collective safety across Los Angeles County's sprawling infrastructure, whether it's at our ports or on our railroad tracks. Some cases presented to our office by Union Pacific have been filed, such as burglary and grand theft, while others have been declined due to insufficient evidence. The statement continued, we make charging decisions based on the evidence. Our office takes Union Pacific's concerns very seriously and hopes to discuss the issue on more in the coming weeks. So that's basically what they said. Dozens of freight cars are broken into every day on Los Angeles railways by thieves who take advantage of the train stops to loot packages bought online, leaving thousands of gutted boxes and products that will never reach their destination. The thieves wait until the long freight trains are immobilized on the tracks and then climb onto the freight containers, whose locks they easily break with the help of bolt cutters. And the good news is Union Pacific is actually, they're spending money and upping their security and upping the way that they secure the actual containers. But the truth of the matter is, I mean, it's just sad that they have to do that it's gotten this bad. The explosion of looting has been accompanied by an upsurge in assaults and armed robberies of Union Pacific employees performing their duties moving trains. And that's another issue. Not only are they taking these packages and causing all this debris, it's also making people feel unsafe. There's a cat here in my microphone. Ew. It's also making people feel unsafe and employees are being robbed. Oh, here it is. Last week, a UP Union Pacific train filled with packages derailed outside the depot in the LA area. It is unclear what caused the derailment, but many torn up packages left in the area by cargo thieves could be seen at the intersection, which remains closed. So, yeah, we don't know. Somebody just commented. Let's see if I can Google this and find how it derailed. Why did... Hello. Amazon boxes are like catnip to thieves. Yeah. I actually did. I had one box that was never delivered in Los Angeles. And I think it was hair dye. And I was like, haha, joke's on you, whoever took that package. What I'm seeing online is that it's still unclear, although we did have someone in the comments say that it was because they were going too slow. Union Pacific says the cause of the derailment is under investigation. The company says 17 train cars came off the tracks, but no injuries were reported. That's good. Cargo containers aboard the trains have been targeted by thieves for months. The stolen packages are from retailers including Amazon, REI, and others. It's weird that REI was named second. Do a lot of people order from REI? Hello, William. Okay, I know we have a lot of Salty Cracker fans on here, and I'm and I did not charge my device before I started filming, and it's gonna die soon, so I think I have to get off here. But if you put both lives together, it was for about an hour. REI, I better get new pants, yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on with Union Pacific, the great train robberies. Exactly. I can... Ow. I could plug, but you guys can't hear me with that. All right, you all. Sarah rocking this shirt. Oh, but thank you. I wear this shirt way too much because I have lots of clothes. Trust me. I don't wear 90% of them. It's just it's my comfort shirt. I need to get a new one. Does Best Buy still have a big dude standing at their front door? You know what's crazy though? I will say even here in Richmond, I went to Glen Allen, which is it's like a really nice suburb of Richmond. Eva's sleeping, by the way. It's a really nice suburb of Richmond, and I went there to get a new laptop, and I have an Apple. They had no Apple on display. So I was like, do you guys have Apple, or do you have any of their laptops? And they were like, oh yeah, they're in the back. And what the employee told me, he was like, yeah, we have to put them in the back now because we've had so many people coming in and trying to steal all of our Apple stuff. So they can't even have Apple on display in Glen Allen, Virginia. Yeah, they might have to go. That's what Glen Allen was saying. And that's what basically the letter was saying. They're like, if this doesn't improve, we're going to have to start going around LA. We're just not going to come in LA. And, that's what happens when you take away police funding, you take away people being prosecuted, you take away, consequences for crime, you embolden your criminals. And then business, that's one of those unintended consequences. Businesses pull out. They're like, we're not going to do this. We're losing too much money. We can't do this anymore. Our employees feel unsafe. We got to pull out, which sucks. Because then you're like a little business desert. Anyway, that was really fun, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and head off. I wanted to be on later. My device is dying, and that is my fault. Amarie. But I'll be live tomorrow. I think during the day. I'll announce the time in the morning if you want to join, and then I'll try to get a better schedule. But anyway, thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a really good night. That was fun. I saw you 2 times today. I just turned in. Sorry about the comment a few videos back. My bad. Oh, I didn't know what you said. Sorry about the comment. What did you say? Let's thank Joe Biden for the destruction of this country. Should I just go until my device turns off? I think I should. Should I just let the gods take care of this live stream? Philly is recalling their DA. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, Los Angeles has a recall effort against George Gascon. The first one failed. Actually, Mike Bonin, who is a city council member in Venice Beach, there was a recall effort against him. He is not accountable for the homeless situation there, but that one just failed. So, and the first recall effort against George Gascon, what I honestly think though with George Gascon, I think that this for the train situation and Brianna, if you watched my first live stream, we were talking about Brianna, this beautiful young girl who was senselessly killed. A lot of people are aware of this situation, and I think a lot of Los Angeles, I hope this is a wake-up call to a lot of people that our criminal justice system is broken. Big time. By very progressive people. And isn't it interesting? They're all backed by the same donor. All of them. All of these rogue DAs. Even the one in Philly. Very interesting. I'm surprised my device is actually still on. I'm just tuning in, but the Virginia pub. Okay, so yes, technically, the governor of Virginia, I wanted to talk about it, said powering women was. Oh, Todd, I understand what you're saying. So Todd said, I said empowering women. Soros what was the destruction of the family unit. I think that's what you said. I understand what you're saying. Well, they told women, go out and focus on your career, go out and date a lot, be promiscuous, men are bad, all of those things. I think that has damaged women a little bit. Yeah, I've seen that with a lot of my friends. William said the Los Angeles DA is Soros backed. Yeah, they all just happen to be backed by Soros, which in my country today of New Hanover County, the notion not to require mask is 5 to 5. What I was gonna say. So the concerning thing about Youngkin's ban on CRT, if you actually look through the executive order, it's a little vague on certain language, and that's a little concerning because teachers will sneak something in. That's how they say, we're not teaching CRT in school. We're not teaching CRT. It's not always called CRT. But a lot of times what they're teaching is that America is inherently racist. And I think you have to be very, very specific on your language. And maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow and we can go through the executive order if you want to. But I don't think it completely banned CRT, which is sad. I wish it did. Maybe they'll update it, but I think they need to be really a lot more specific on their language. It did do some good things. Yeah, school system is trash. I think it's been trash for a very long time. And the school system doesn't teach you to be an independent person. It teaches you to be a good employee, is what I think. I think they teach you to be compliant and they teach you to be a good employee. America is so racist. Millions of people crossing the border illegally every year. Exactly. Yeah. I agree with Steve. Steve said the money should go to children for choice. I absolutely agree. It should be school choice. I believe in the market solution. Take your money where good people give good services and make people be competitive. And I think that will force people to be better and do better. I totally agree with school choice. All right, I think my device probably will die any second now. But let's do live tomorrow. Okay, let's see. I will go live at 2 p.m. tomorrow. I'll announce it in the morning. If you want to look at the CRT executive order and talk more about schools, because I've actually been looking a lot into schools recently, and something really interesting just happened in Portland. So if you want to join, if you're around 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I'll announce it in the morning. Let's go live and we can look at the executive order and what's going on in Portland and my opinion on the school system and what it does. If you would like to join, I think that would be fun. And we can actually look through the executive order, and I'll tell you specifically what I think is missing out of it. And I think this will be helpful to hold politicians accountable, because what I think happens is if you're not on the ground really enmeshed in all of this CRT stuff, I think that it's probably really easy to miss certain language that you need to put in things. Because teachers are sneaky, and they'll sneak their ideas in there. Okay, Danielle, I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, you all, thank you for joining tonight. That was really fun. Sorry it was so short. I normally like to go for at least an hour, so I'm sorry. But if you look at both the lives together, I think they're about an hour if you combine forces. All right. I'm going to do, it's going to be earlier. So if you work, I'm sorry, but it'll be posted. It's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern. And then the next evening, I'll go in the PM again. I like doing the PM, but I have somewhere I have to be tomorrow evening, so I can't do a PM. Or I can't do a later PM, sorry. 2 + 2 = 5. Exactly. It does equal 5. According to some people. All right. I'll see you if anyone wants to join at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And I'll put a little note up in my community section. All right. Thank you all, and have a really good evening. I'll see you later. 2 p.m. Oh, great. Thank you. That's funny. 2 bowel movement. Yep. All right. I'll see you all later. Bye.